Welcome to Chalk Talk with 70sbig.com. Periodically I'll get questions on recommended books regarding anatomy and physiology, training, etc. So there are two books in particular that I like to use for musculoskeletal anatomy as well as rehabbing that with soft tissue, and they are the Trail Guide of the Body and the Trigger Point Therapy Handbook. So I want to talk about these two books and how I use them on a regular basis. So the first one is the Trail Guide of the Body, Andrew Beal. This is the 3rd edition. There's a 4th edition out. I don't have it, but you can get this one for pretty cheap. I got a second copy of this for $13. I had to use it for school, and it was just such a good book that I got another copy. So let's say that I have, like right now I've got a mild SI irritation, sacroiliac joint irritation, so kind of in this region down here. So what I'll do is I'll pop this open. I've studied a lot of anatomy and a lot of cadavers and stuff. But I'll still bust this open and I'll look at what's going on in the region. So, you know, it gives me some reminders of the anatomy in the area. So this right here is a thoracolumbar aponeurosis. You can see that the lat comes down and attaches. It's just a broad tendon sheath, and it attaches down here on this iliac crest. So for example, if I'm tight here in my lat, then that could contribute to some tightness here. So it gave me the idea to do a little bit of shoulder mobility. So that's kind of how I'll use this particular book. As you can see, it's very detailed, very well drawn. This is more of a deeper layer compared to the superficial layers a second ago, and then we get even deeper with little rotators and everything. So this book is great. It has each muscle in detail, its origin, its action, its insertion, etc. All that's normal musculoskeletal anatomy stuff. So great book, has a lot of interesting information along with it. So the Trigger Point Therapy Workbook by Claire Davies. This is a different kind of book. It does have some anatomy, not as well drawn as the Trail Guide, but what you'll use this for is you'll kind of look for an area of pain. So this particular chapter deals with mid, low back, and buttock pain. So low back is kind of indicated down here, and this is where my mild irritation is. So then you go over here and it lists some muscles that could have referred pain in the area. So let's just look at the glute medius here. We'll go to that section. And so what it does is it'll show a pain pattern. This little slash line is where you might have pain, and then it has little dots where you would work on, in particular in this one, where you would work on that glute medius. It talks about the normal actions, the normal things that would cause this to become irritated, in this case loaded walking. So it gives you a nice description. It kind of gives you the things that most commonly will irritate that particular muscle that it's talking about, and then it'll give you pictures of old men and in their panties so that you can gratify yourself with, or to show you where to work on yourself with this soft tissue work. So this is the 2nd edition. I think there's a 3rd edition out, but Trigger Point Therapy Workbook. I've gotten a lot of good soft tissue ideas. Of course, soft tissue is not always the be-all, end-all. It will require extra work, but soft tissue is a good start, especially for lifters and hard trainees. The other book is Trail Guide of the Body, 3rd edition. You can look for it, get a used copy, whatever. It's a red spiral. It'll tear up over time, but I've had this since 2007. Anyway, that's all I got.